Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Leadoff Spot on YesNetwork.com. I am Doug Williams. Today, we're previewing the Red Sox and the Yankees series, and we're lucky enough to have Tom Verducci on the phone. He will be broadcasting the game for Fox on Saturday. Tom, thanks so much for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So, first question, we're so used to seeing the Red Sox and the Yankees at the very top of the AL East, and this year that has not been the case. What do both teams have to do to get back to where they're used to being?
Well, I think both teams really need to figure out where the offense is going to come from, which is very unusual when you talk about these two teams and their history of slugging and the parks they play in. But for the Red Sox, they've been trying to figure out what their outfield is the whole season, and really the lack of production out of their outfield has really been a problem for the whole season. And for the Yankees, the extra base power just really hasn't come yet. The designated hitter position between Beltran and Soriano has been a big problem. And Brian McCann off to a slow start. So I think some of the big bats the Yankees expected have yet to heat up. And for Boston, it's some of the young players haven't been as good as they thought they would be.
Do you think that the potential is there for the Yankee lineup, or do you think maybe we're seeing the true colors of these guys who, a lot of them, let's face it, are getting up there in years, or do you think that the hitting will eventually come?
Well, I do think the hitting will come. I don't know how much is going to come, but as you said, it's an older team. In fact, these two teams, the Yankees and Red Sox, have the two oldest rosters in baseball. So you have to figure, though, that people like Brian McCann and Carlos Beltran and Soriano, with the track records they have, will be better. It's not to say they all will get back to their all-star peak levels, but you figure there's more in store in the second half of the season. So I actually think the Yankees have a better chance of improving offensively than do the Red Sox.
And how much do you think the Red Sox miss Jacoby Ellsbury? Of course, he's now a Yankee. They tried Grady Sizemore in to replace him. That didn't work out. He, of course, is now with Philadelphia. How much do they miss that leadoff guy and the steady presence in center field?
Yeah, they certainly miss him a lot. Just a dynamic offensive player. You know, Brock Holt has turned out to be a very good leadoff option for the Red Sox, and that was something that was totally unexpected. But again, they're missing the offense out of that outfield. And with Ellsbury, you do get extra base power. You do get the stolen bases, the disruption he causes when he is on the bases. They really miss that. In fact, you look around the Red Sox system, and they're still trying to figure out this puzzle on the outfield. Will Middlebrook, the third baseman, has been trying to learn the outfield in the minor leagues. He's hurt right now. And their best prospect, Mookie Betts, who was a middle infielder, was transitioned to center field to try to solve the problem. And I suspect we're going to see him before the trade deadline. I think the Red Sox will try to figure out if Mookie Betts, the top prospect, is the answer before they go out and trade for somebody.
And you have the opportunity to call a great pitching matchup on Saturday, John Lester and Masahiro Tanaka. How excited are you to see those two face off?
Yeah, that is a great classic matchup. First of all, I enjoy watching Tanaka pitch no matter who he's matched up against. He just has a certain charisma on the mound. Everybody likes to see strikeout pitchers, and with that splitter, he's as good as there is in baseball right now, putting people away. But then you match him up against John Lester, the ace of the Red Sox staff, so you've got the rivalry and the two best pitchers for each team going. Lester's had tremendous success at the new Yankee Stadium. He has more wins and more starts than any visiting player in the new Yankee Stadium. Listen, we never know what's going to happen, but you go in expecting it's going to be a close, low-scoring game with those two guys on the mound. And I love those kind of games, whether it's 2-1, 3-2, or even 1-0. When the game's in doubt from every first pitch to last pitch, that's the kind of game I like.
And a veteran team like the Red Sox, being that this is the second time they're facing Masahiro Tanaka, how much does that help them now that they're kind of used to seeing this guy who they had never seen before?
I'll say this. It helps a little bit because I do think when it's a completely clean slate, the pitcher has a little bit of the advantage over the hitter. That being said, I don't think they gained that much after seeing Tanaka in Fenway Park in April just because his stuff is so good. And I think you'll see this in the second half of the season, that as teams do get to see Tanaka a second or a third time, I still think he's going to be effective. First of all, not many pitchers in the game today throw the split as often as he does. That's kind of an advantage that he has over hitters. And second of all, that pitch is just so good, the way that he can make it go right, go left, go down, and throw it for strikes when he wants to throw it for strikes. I'm not sure it's a huge advantage as it normally would, say, if you're seeing a guy who's just a fastball, curveball type pitcher.
Well, Tom, thanks so much. We look forward to the series once again on Friday. You can catch the game on Yes, and Tom will be in the booth for Fox as they have the game Saturday night and Sunday night. They, of course, play at 8 o'clock. Tom, thanks again so much. This has been the Leadoff Spot. I'm Doug Williams, and we will see you next time, everybody.